Bueno, pues buenas noches, señores. ¿Cómo estamos? Vamos. Hoy no tenía yo mucha gana de Left, tío. Estoy jodido de ayer. Un poco. Estaba que aburrido. No me apetecía tampoco ver una peli porque entonces me duermo. Así que voy a empezar el jueguito este que vino en el Humble Bundle de este mes. Me parece maravilloso. Bueno, espero que me tire, porque no lo he probado, ¿eh? Voy aquí a la aventura. Vale, bueno. Focus. Claro. Qué bonito. Tengo aquí mi libretina para mis anotaciones roleras. De por dónde voy pasando. Acertijos y cosas de estas. Ajuste del brillo. Visible, apenas visible y claramente visible. Vale, está bien. Está todo bien. Estupendo. Sí, señor. No voy a comprar nada. Putos. Ataque secundario al clic izquierdo, tío. Nah, no me gusta el clic izquierdo. La furia Q tampoco me gusta mucho. Esquivar, correr, posición furtiva, control. Cabra al ratón, fijar objetivo. El 5. Pausa táctica. Ya veremos. F5. El 9. Estilo combate la V. Bueno, eso es. Voy a poner la C. ¿Qué hay en la C? Nada. Pues la C. Y enfundar la X. Vale. Pues sí. Me da igual. Sí. Este momento lo dejo. También los subtítulos, pues los grandes porque... Vale. Esto lo dejo también de momento. Y esto... Voy a dejarlo como viene y a ver cómo va. Y si nada, ya lo iré yo... Oh. ¡Qué emoción! Siempre es emocionante empezar un juguete de rol, ¿eh? Normal. Este señor.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
A ver. Está triste, ¿eh? Está emo. Este es amistoso, jocoso. Está fumado. Está enfadado. Ah, no, si cambia la... El hijo de puta. Es que este está tristísimo. No, voy a coger el segundo. Este. Cabello. O sea que... con un coletín. Mira. Pelado. Cejas. 4 cejas. Joder, es que se mueve, no te muevas, puto. Esas. Color de piel. Paliducho. Mi color de pelo. Negruzco. O tal. Vale, sí, tal. Es joven. Color de los ojos. Supongo que eso será marrón. Ya que sé. De sardeto. Siguiente fase. Siguiente fase. Pero muy bajo este juego, tío. A ver. En Windows está a tope. Tío. La música es una baja. A ver, técnica que tiene trampa elemental, armas de fuego y arma blanca de una mano. Ciencia y forzar cerraduras. Arma blanca de una mano, va a ser una puta daga. Como si lo viera, ¿eh? No sé. No lo tengo claro. Me gusta. Ay. Pasa aquí. Ah, vale. Vale. Ahí está. Ah, se os deja un punto. Precisión, ¿no? Yo. Talento. Cerraduras, claro.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my
Bueno,
mouth.
aparentemente va bien.
Your particularity gives
Hasta ahora.
character.
You're still here?
Oh my god.
Nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Vamos, chato.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
A ver cómo va. Vamos con el noble.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Que lo digas.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
O sea, es el principito aquí. Que lo hubiera imaginado.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Ah. O sea que es en tiempo real y pausado a la vez también. Qué guay. ¿Qué? Ah, vale. Espérate. Vamos a asignar al 1. ¿Cómo se...? No hay esquiva aquí, ¿o? Así, que el botón más malo pasa. Es el rollo de Witcher, tío, lo de luchar. Hijo puta, un abusón.
What a green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
Vaya.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Vale. Por aquí el claustro. Pues no, pues tampoco. ¡Ay, madre! Y esto ahí no me gusta, ¿eh? Ahí voy a poner... verás tú. Voy a cambiar. Voy a cambiar el shift de los cojones. No sé dónde está. Esto. Al espacio. Pero tal cual. Vale. Muy bien. Pero si no pasa por aquí, entonces ¿por dónde pollas hay que ir? Ah, espérate. Hay que hacer el tutorial, joder, no estaba leyendo arriba. Mongolo, tío. Mira el pelo que bien hecho está, ¿Cómo era esto? Vale. Vale. Jodido, porque están atacando malamente. Hijo puta.
It appears we've brushed up on the
Pues muy bien.
basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsilian are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. but you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Está esto interesantísimo. Bueno. Optimista. No parece que haya nada que explorar aquí. Está cerrado.
What is this?
Qué madre más guapa.
Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times.
Esto llama ama.
Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Tú también la tienes, hijo mío.
Let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here. Take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
El resplandecimiento, sí. El resplandor que tiene, las gas que me da, tío. No puedo con ello. El bloom ese, como se llame. En santos todo, la imagen.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Ah. Nivel de relación sospechosa. ¿Cómo que sospechosa, tío? Guardia de la moneda. Vale. Vale.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of
¿No hay mapa
Tyre
aquí? Ah, sí, sí, mapa.
before our departure. Their
Genial.
dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
Interesting. Mira qué sombra más misteriosa. Meca, como no se misteriosa.
Things are about to get dicey.
Claro. Iba a ser sospechosa, si no. Pues putas. Ah, bueno, mira, el saqueo por lo menos es rápido. Ni tan mal. Genial. Muy bien. Prendo. A mí. Nada. La verdad que es que el mapa, tío. ¡Hala! ¡Hostia! Pero esto es gigante, tú. ¡Hostia, Pachi! Mi madre. Bueno. La Z, ¿dónde está la Z? No está la Z. ¿Cómo puede ser que no esté la Z? Para caminar. Ay, madre. Ay, madre. El mapa. A ver si funciona. Vale, genial. Tengo que explorar porque tampoco sé cómo me enteré de que brilla un poco las cajas que puedes saquear, pero bueno. Habla con el nombre. Hola.
There are some days when you'd rather get drunk all day than have to suffer through this again.
Está guapa la ambientación, ¿eh? Está guapérrima. A ver, pero si este mapa... Este es el que quiero yo, coño. Nada, si sigue siendo la M, hago lo que hago. Joder, qué asco. Mira, hay una caja para saquear. Muy bien. Morite. Tranquilo, tranquilo. Abrigo viejo de cuero. A ver. Vale. Este me gusta porque va. Coño. Vale. ¿Ves? Vas el mapa oculto y vas tú desvelando según vas explorando. Está guay. Sabes por dónde fuiste, etcétera. Una maravilla. Bueno, ya tengo un sombrero y todo. Espérate, a ver. A ver, sombrero. Resistencia al veneno, Era el otro abrigo, ¿no? No. Aquí no es. Aquí. Sí. Mira. Para mí. Guantes. Para mí. Vale, botas no cogí nada más. Pistola tampoco. Este está mejor. Vale. Vale, lo tiene todo. Vale. De momento no quiero ir ahí.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Sí, señor. Ha hecho mierda todo,
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
No sé qué es esto.
Have a nice day, sire.
Vale.
I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Vale, esto es...
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Vale, un callejón parece. Espérate, que había un callejón por ahí. Ah, no era antes de esta puerta. Era aquí. Ah. Vale. Vale. Vaya pira funeraria, joder.
Greetings. I hope your day will be better than mine.
Las letras están un poco grandes para... No sé cómo se verá. Cómo se verá ahí. Es un móvil, pero... Me está complicando la vida a mí. Vale. Quítese del medio, hombre. Vale. Joder. Y no hay nada. Vale.
The merchant is there.
El mimor.
Good day, good sir.
Muy mal.
How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be
Hombre.
delivered to the attendant.
Now
Estaría
that's
bueno.
a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Don't you worry now. You'll get your merchandise.
Eso espero, Pero rápido, Buah. Unos peniques, señor. El barrio del puerto, a ver. Uf. En este momento, nada. De aquí para allá, nada. De aquí para acá. ¿Qué se quiere?
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
What will be your official title on Tier-Free? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Anchor. Vale. Vale. Están trabajando. Por aquí no me suena haber venido, ¿eh? Ah, pues sí. De todas formas. Joder, es que tienen tanto puto callejón esto. Está liando un poco, ¿eh? ¡Hostia! Justo tú. Sombrero de bandido, ¿eh? Sinvergüenzas. Malandrines. Ah, un taller. Interesante. ¡Ay! Daño físico. Está bien. Muy bien. Genial. Vale, ahora mismo no me interesa.
You won't regret this miraculous opportunity. Your time is precious in these dark hours. But what you're
Vale.
about to discover could save your life.
Ahí está cerrado.
Come closer now, good people. Don't be afraid. Come, celebrate the miracle of science. You won't believe your eyes. This discovery.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your... Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
A ver. ¿Qué vende este señor? ¿Con qué armas? De madre. Vale.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Voy a entrar ahí. Vamos a mirar por aquí. Bien. Bueno, pues está bastante... Bastante bien la exploración que he hecho, ¿eh? Más o menos. No sé si se me habrá escapado una caja, pero... ¿Me pillarán? Chan, chan, chan. Vaya. Se acabó. Ah, pero no tengo cerraduras. Súper útil. Bueno. Habrá que entrar por la puerta principal como la gente normal. Puede ser. No digo yo que no. Vale, entonces esto por aquí está. Pues vamos a ir por la puerta delante y luego aquí. No quiero ir a la misión principal de mano, ya sabéis que a mí me gusta la exploración y luego ya evalúo. Yo voy a la principal, luego a las secundarias, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. ¿Pero una taberna o qué era esto? Ah, no, aquí vale. Vamos primero a la casa de esa Fontaine. Coño, pero la casa Fontaine no tiene otra puerta. Esta. Vale. Callado. Vale, esta otra puerta. No hay nada. A ver arriba. Claro que no se puede robar nada, tío. Coño. Bueno, vamos. Pero un mosquete de esos tampoco nos deja. Hay un cofre en una librería, ¿eh? Lo que no sé cómo se convertirá eso en misión, pero bueno. Vale. Nada.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 3D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Vale. La misión lleva más adelante, creo. No. Ay. A ver si encuentro yo la librería esa, hombre. Pero bueno. Guardia de los maleantes, uy, uy. Ahí hay lío, Ahí va a haber tema. Al otro lado del cuartel. Nada más que moríos. Aquí no había más que moríos. Almacén. ¿Dónde estará la puta librería esa? Diario, ¿dónde están las notas, tío? Uf, ni idea a qué se referirá. Vale. Joder, un minimapa estaría guay aquí, también. Te lo digo. A ver si hay opción de minimapa. No, porque si no hubiera visto. Vale. Esto es el puerto. Vale, bueno, voy por aquí. La van de marinero. Vale. Uf. Cuanto más camino. Sospechoso. Vale, pero por aquí no se puede ir, ¿no? No, vale. Estupendo. Bueno, esto por aquí, esto por aquí. Bueno, pues, ¿qué lo es?
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life.
Adiós. Matos.
There's some children we'd think best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt
Diplomático.
Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves.
Madre mía, qué
It must be at the
traviesos.
Harbour Master's office.
Vaya hacker, chaval.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tier 4D?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous, but I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Be back soon, Captain.
Vale, voy a coger un yogurín, anda, que me entró un poco de fame. Vengo ahora. Estoy aquí, estoy comiendo yogur, a ver. Ya. Voy a repañar el yogur. Está caro, va. Listo. Digamos, pues a ver. Bueno, está claro que la investigación de esto... ¿Quién era el de Curcillón ese, no? No me acuerdo. Ah, este de aquí. ¿Y qué hacía este? Ah, vale, ya.
But I still don't see Constantine at your side.
Nada, nada.
I certainly hope.
I need to be leaving.
Tranquilo. Ya había hablado con él. Vale. Vale. Municiones. Y monedas de oro. Ya. No hay nada. Nada más. Y aquí... Aparente. Porque vinimos por ahí. Vale. Por aquí. No sé si... No me acuerdo. Sí, también. Eso es que no me acuerdo, vale.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
Vale. Y ahí también estuve. Estas muy sutiles, ¿eh? Las marcas de las cajas que se abren. Encima cuando hay mierdas por... A ver. Mierda. Vale, acciones.
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
If you wore a Naught uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients.
but it's doable.
A mí me van a... Bueno, hay una ahí arriba, pero... Me van a cachar, vamos. En el segundo cero. Vale. Prisión nauta. Almacén. ¿Esto qué es? Sí que sí, ¿eh? ¿Esto qué era? ¿La prisión nauta? Sí.
I've seen a few escapes in my time, but I never thought I'd see someone go to all this trouble to break into a prison.
No puedo abrir. ¿Por qué no puedo abrir? Ya, debería salirme aquí en tácticas, entiendo, ¿no? Vale. Vale. No quiero cagarla porque... Bueno, tampoco es que... Almacense ahora... Vale, son las cerraduras de... Podrás... No. Bueno, cucarachín, ¿qué tal, tío? Bien. Me dio por empezar hoy este jueguito, tío, porque... Porque ayer estuve chungo, tío. Te resacó un máximo. Y no me apetecía una puta mierda. La verdad, ponerme a left. Tengo que recuperar el PH. Y mira, entró este juego en el Humble Bundle, tío, y vamos allá. Juego de rol ahí. Que siempre está bien. No, no fui al bar, no. Tranquilito en casa, tío. Ole, sigiloso, Vale, nada, ahí no había una puta mierda. De momento, pero acabo de empezar hace relativamente poco, igual contigo, una hora y 20. Hora y 20 llevo, tío. Todavía no salimos ni de la primera ciudad. Emprendimos ahora el viaje del héroe,
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're the relay. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Toma, toma. No puedo subirme a ningún lado. Voy a sacar todo esto.
Well, now, can we get going?
Venga.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Así, por hacerte un resumen rápido, es un...
The warehouse is at the end to the right.
Bueno, ya ves tú, de marineros y demás. Es una ciudad portuaria y esto. Pero hay una peste ahí. Que yo sepa, sé pocas cosas. Hay una peste y debemos partir a buscarnos qué mierda. Típico viaje del héroe. Pero ya te digo, de momento, y la verdad que está de puta madre la ambientación, Ahora, bueno, ahora estamos en el puerto, no se ve tal, pero cuando sales del palacio, que se ve todo el fondo y tal, la ciudad y eso, está bastante guay. Parece Gijón y todo, lo guapo que llega. De Bay. A ver si... Y bueno, también es verdad que está el cucarachín que juega al Left 4 Dead, ¿cuándo fue? El miércoles por la noche. Pues fue festivo. Y claro, tampoco tengo ahora mucho interés, Pues no lo sé, no, supongo que será una... No. No, porque... Bueno, a ver, no. No porque no es la Tierra, me refiero. Pero... Hay que decir, son sitios ficticios, pero... Sí, pudiera ser. 17 por ahí. A ver. Vale, estos ya van a mover el contrabando. Y tengo que hacer otra cosa aquí. Que es... A ver si puedo hacerlo, anda, ya que me considero maestro ya del sigilo. Por aquí no se puede entrar. Ah, por aquí.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Come. Bien. Mega. Ah, no, si es que voy disfrazado como ellos. Vale. Mira, vaya camastros. Estoy haciendo el Julai antes. No me pillan, o sea, no me pillan. Es que tengo
Here's the ship's manifest.
la
We
chaquetina.
only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Hala, menos mal que sé escribir, que si no. Vale, tengo la llave de la celda. Aunque no sé por qué iba a sacar a nadie de la cárcel. Sin saber su delito ni nada, Pero bueno. Vale. Cogiendo más mierda. Botas de sacerdote, anillo de vicario. Vale. Sigamos. No me di cuenta que llevaba la misma chaquetina, tío. No, tío, ojalá se pudiera... Bueno, que yo sepa, no. No vi ningún botón en las opciones para poner en primera persona. Pero tampoco busqué en foros si se puede poner algún mod o algo, Pero en principio no. Es rollo como el de Witcher, tío. De combate, así... Pero con... O sea, es como de Witcher, pero tiene una cosa distinta, que es que se puede pausar el combate. Para cambiar una táctica o tirar una bomba o lo que sea. Te deja... O bueno, organizar el menú, lo que sea. Está bien. Está hermoso. ¿Vale? No es trampas, no sé qué. De momento no me puedo cambiar el equipo porque estoy aquí robando. Mira qué bien. ¿Qué dice ahí, Almacenes de los nautas, ¿vale? Aquí entré, ¿no? Sí. Vale. Vamos a ver qué tenemos por aquí. Ahora tenemos que ir a la cárcel, ¿no? Ey. Buenas. ¿Qué pasa? Tengo la llave. ¿Y qué? ¿Y si no la usa, qué? Va con su madre. Botas de sacerdote. Bueno. Guantes de marinero. Joder. No saqué nada todavía. Un poco, no mucho, tío. No te pienses, Lo mismo. No te pienses. No me lo deja abrir, tío. ¿Será por la misión, por el punto de la misión o qué? ¿Ves? Ahí sí que todavía estoy un poco perdido, no sé. Investiga. Hay otro almacén ahí. A ver. Vamos a ver. ¡Córrele! ¿Y ahí abajo hay algo? Ahí no he ido, toda esta zona. Está guay la ambientación, lo que pasa es que, joder, hay que acercarse a los sitios para ver si hay algo que saquear o no. Vale, por aquí no se puede pasar ya. Vale. Una.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's.
Hombre, por aquí, por la ciudad no creo. No sé luego cómo sean los viajes. Las veces que se van a ser más en barco que caminando, pero ya veremos ya.
Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
Se vio, cucaracho, se ven bien las conversaciones, tío. No, que va, tío. Solo con los estoy jugando nada más un coloso. 1 o 2. Y luego no sé con qué otro juego lo sepultaría y ahí quedó paprao.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages.
Right.
When evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. 1 drink lasts him the whole night.
Es que además no los puse grandes. Por si acaso, cuando entras tú con el móvil y demás, para que se vea bien, joder, si también entra con el móvil. Pero es que eso provocaba que se me vieran aquí cosas súper grandes, los textos en alguna carta. Luego te lo enseño a qué me refiero. Entonces lo puse en mediano, a ver, así se ve, pues mira, cojonudo.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Joder.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
¿Qué va?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Farewell. Son muy raros, son gente muy extraña que se marcan ahí para que los encuentre antes la policía, debe ser. Cuando tengan que buscarlos, ¿no? Un plan sin fisuras, ¿oíste?
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was.
Sí.
Even though I'd
Son de las maras,
had
todos
tongues
estos.
in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand? Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
Para que le peguen a él también.
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not.
No, hombre, normal.
I know all too well
No fue muy
what my words
estratégico.
carry. Even Flavia treated me like a
O
drunken
bueno,
fool.
o estrategia equivocada.
Captain. No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Vamos.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mess too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Vale.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
La investigación aquí policial, nada más empezar, ¿viste?
He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lara. I need to be going.
Lara.
Strange story this is.
Lara o Labra.
Here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Sí, aquí nos están engañando, que no nos engañen, que os diga la verdad. A la taberna, venga. En la taberna donde se comparten todos los chismes. Es esto, ¿no? La taberna, creo. Sí. Mira, lo que te decía, hablar con trabajador, ¿no ves? Ese texto salía gigante, tío, entonces no se veía, tenía que andar moviendo mucho el ratón para que entrase el puto cartel. Entonces se hacía un poco inmanejable, tío. Así que nada. Monedas de oro, genial, para mí. Vale, está claro que puedes utilizar tus talentos para posibilidad, para solucionar las... En una palabra.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you.
No, ¿qué va?
Pleasure.
Ni puedes entrar en todos los sitios ni nada, pero bueno.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man?
Pues me recuerda al Witcher, tío, también.
Hair down to his neck, light brown, blue eyes, quite the talker.
I don't believe it.
Por lo menos al uno que
Of
fue que
course
fue.
he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
No tengo tacos metálicos. De momento no pago. Voy a ver esos tacos metálicos.
That's not a small sum. I need to think about my options.
Oh, the father has forgotten to give his son his allowance, it would seem.
I'm looking for a Naut, a young cabin boy who's been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A Naut, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping? In my establishment? You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water.
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able-bodied man. Passes his time lightening the pouches of sailors coming through.
Where might I find him at this time?
Here? He would never give away his chair at his
Nada,
table.
crack.
Anything else?
No. Creo, ¿eh?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malicor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Muy bien.
Has the Malicor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People
Este juego salió en 2019, tío, creo. Si no, yo estoy equivocado.
I was close to closing.
Un año antes de nuestra pandemia, tío.
And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People are still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you.
Ah, guay,
The
guay.
city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with
Es
the
el
New
cronista, tú, tío. A ver, y
With all these
Fredes.
sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tirfredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man trees live there.
Me cago en la mar.
Dragons and gigantic creatures.
Pues vaya.
Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
Muy bien.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Vale, necesito... A ver, ¿qué es eso?
The furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
I could repair this if I had some metal dowels.
Quiero decir, yo estaría bueno que encontrase aquí los clavos, ¿oíste? Mira, ahí están aquí dos. No hay nadie que me vigile. Puedo marchar con todo, ¿eh? Ah, mira, pues si se forzan cerraduras. Pues no lo sé, de momento hay que... no sabemos exactamente qué es lo que hay que hacer. Vamos a ir a buscar al primo, no sé qué hostias. ¿Sabes? Ahora, me ahorré 25 monedas de oro, chato. El primo que no sé dónde se ha metido. De todas maneras estoy haciendo las secundarias, ¿eh? De la principal no avancé absolutamente nada más allá de salir del palacio. Así que no sé cuál es la naturaleza de nuestro viaje. O sea, la naturaleza real al final, ¿eh? ¿Qué es eso? Pilla y no me lo... Ah. Esas cartas, me encontré una carta que hablaba de un paisano que había dejado un cofre en una librería. Y si seguí. Y bueno, pues si no lo habían encontrado los guardias, que la cogiera el demonio que ha traído la carta. Pero no sé si eso es de verdad que ahora por ahí. Llave del almacén. O si será simplemente, bueno, pues de palo, ¿no? Mensajes de palo ahí para darle lore a las... Porque la verdad que no vi ninguna... O excepto que librerías. O sea, que sea biblioteca mal traducido, pero no hay ninguna biblioteca. O que sea una estantería por ahí, una librería, pero que entonces, ¿para dónde cojones está esa librería? Está feo, tío. ¿La abrimos? Sí.
Locked.
Ah, es de nivel 2. Ah, ese, usar llaves. Espérate. Me cago en Dios, pero si es para salir fuera. Me cago en la O. Sí, arriba, ¿no la ves? Arriba, norte. Fíjate cómo gira. Puerta, norte, misión. Como la de Skyrim, tío.
Well then, were you able to repair it all?
No, I haven't been able to sort them out.
In that case, you need to pay me.
That's not a small...
Oh,
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Lo que he hecho en falta es el minimapa, tío. Un minimapa ahí. Me venía como Dios.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Well then, were you able to repair it?
Hombre.
Yes, just like new. Or nearly.
That does indeed look like fine work. You know what you're doing.
I would hope. Can you tell me where I can find my cousin now?
Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower
Sí, como el del
class.
GTA y eso. Sí.
Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
Yo creo que no.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué es eso? Dinero. Toca. ¿Qué es esto? Ándale. Aquí hay la sala de fiestas, ¿eh? Aquí abajo, menuda sede de la montaña. Mira, qué timba. Déjame jugar, o no me dejan jugar. No son buena gente. Son amistosos.
Who are you? I don't recognize you.
Sí, hacer fiestas privadas ahí.
No, I've no fear about that.
A
It's for a
saco.
different reason that I am here. I'm looking for a naught that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes,
Exactly.
that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
Preguntar sobre el grumete.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Ay.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, sir. You are in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine,
Vaya.
that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Vale. Bien. Bueno, vamos a mirar ahí porque... No sé por qué me lo marcan amarillo. Ya que me lo marcan amarillo, pues mira. Voy a ver qué pillo. Pues...
If you had any idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is
Vaya.
Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor
Al
above.
rescate.
It sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
Wow.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Voy a por agua, tío. Vale, voy a por agua. Vamos allá. Continuamos. Entonces no sé si... No sé qué hacer, no sé si... A ver, mira. No sé si saltar aquí o... Encuentra y enfréntate a los secuestradores. como es opcional, yo creo que lo voy a hacer primero. Por aquí. Moza.
Might I help you, sir?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent,
Vamos a ver.
but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Puesto. Pero bueno, ¿pero qué hace esta señora? Dice enter. Enter, please. Eso es lo que hace. ¿Cómo está el servicio, tío? Terrible. Hermosa la señora Fontaine. Bueno, no tanto. Será la hija.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lord de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We're looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it's their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact? It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Lo que no me acaba de quedar claro es que yo no entiendo, porque si el primo y el Constantine son la misma persona, yo no sé si es nuestro. Bueno, no sé, da igual. Ya nos enteraremos cuando acabe la misión. Me da miedo avanzar en la misión principal, no vaya a ser que me joda la secundaria. Entonces por eso de momento...
Citizens of Serene, come to me. You won't regret this.
You'll find all you need in our selection.
A ver si me da algo por haber hecho la misión.
So you're back. Right then. What about our business?
We can guarantee that your merchandise will leave with us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. And bravo, Kurt. The Commander will be most pleased.
The cargo shall make the voyage. But who will be at its reception once it's
Nosotros,
arrived?
ya verás.
That shall be your next mission.
¿Ves?
Once you reach New Serene, go and find the quartermaster. He will give you new instructions. Until then, I wish you a safe and pleasant voyage, Your Excellency.
Sí,
Kurt,
tío. Siempre.
good luck.
Sobre todo hasta que no entiendas la... Porque dependiendo del juego hay veces que aunque hagas la principal, las secundarias quedan abiertas, pero hay otras que te joden el capítulo y haces la principal y te cierran el capítulo y ya no puedes volver a hacer las secundarias y las perdiste. Creo que el Witcher es uno de esos, por lo menos el 1. Así que, pues bueno. Vale. Y por el Witcher y no todas. Creo que algunas sí que pasaban de capítulo a capítulo. Vale, a ver. ¿Qué queda? Ya. A hostias, ya. Vale. Bueno, vamos a ver qué nos dice. Saqueo ahí. Especialidad de la casa. Aquí hay una mesa de trabajo de estas, pero no tenemos nada. Mismo. No tenemos nada de eso. Y supongo que para fabricar estas cosas, digo yo que habrá que subir de nivel o algo, no sé. Trampas, pociones. Poción de curación. De salud, no sé cómo la llaman. Sí, de salud. Tengo 5. No tengo ciencia, vale. Vale. Vale, nada, no puedo. ¿Y no puedo subir de nivel? No.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know,
Hey,
we
nuestra
cannot
prima,
leave
tío.
without him.
Have no fear.
Joder.
I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nords, some families cede more than gold.
Whoa.
In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Nord. Our ships are his home. We are his only family.
Chan chan chan.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us?
Vale.
Anyone who's not a Nord?
Obviamente este señor está a favor del contrato. Vamos a
I
ver.
still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son because of some agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Me cago en eso, vaya hasta este arriba. ¿Dónde cojones estoy? Ah, ya me había pasado, mira. No, viajar rápido, ¿no? ¿Por qué? ¡Ah! Estamos dentro de la misma ciudad, tío. No, espérate. No creo que haya. No, marcas la misión. Pero no... Joder. A ver qué hay aquí.
This document mentions another property. A warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiry yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
Ah, pues sí.
With respect, my lady.
Respect. Vale. Pues nada, vinimos a su casa nada más a robarle una carta. Y la señora esa, la sirvienta, sigue mirando a la pared. Ándale, güey. Pobre. Vale, entonces ahora a ver qué. Almacenes de la familia Fontaine. Vale, sí, claro, yo había estado aquí, no había estado en... No había estado en su casa. Y no había nada. Ya sabemos por qué no había nada. Porque era parte de una misión. La verdad que si es parte de una misión, pues casi es mejor ni que no... Ni que puedas entrar, porque para que esté vacío... Va. Oh, puta mierda.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Let's just try to remain discreet.
Vale, aquí no había nada. No hay nadie tampoco. Ay, madre. Coño. ¿Es esta? Joder, pues si es esta. ¿Qué cojones está?
Sir Desade, what are you doing here?
I've come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but
Okay.
now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? You've taken your son against his will and have him locked up like merchandise in a warehouse. Is that what you call being a good father?
As if you would know what it is like to be a parent. You are far too young to understand the way we feel.
Cagada.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness will be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story, don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You're not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Sí. No sé si eso me dio algo de experiencia o no. No lo logro ver. La barra esa de experiencia, que supongo que es lo de ahí arriba, que pone 1, nivel 1. No veo que suba. Pues.
Who are you?
My name is Desade. I am legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my
Vamos a ver, tío.
father to allow me to go free?
Jonas.
Yes. Even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise
Tienen que ser dos
me.
personas distintas.
He seemed to have
Y que
no
las dos estén
intention of
secuestradas, porque
changing
si
his
no.
mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see
¿Cómo
me.
va un primo no conocer a su primo?
To be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't
Yeah.
seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to the ship. I'll see you there.
Vale.
It's not possible just now.
¿De destruir? Uno de ciencia. Ah, vale. Ah. Ah, mira, esta es la puerta trasera. Vale, vale. Muy bien. Pues estaba yo equivocado. Pensaba que esa puerta por la que acabo de pasar ahora era esta de aquí. Esta. Bueno, no, miento, esta no. Esta de aquí. Esta otra. Y no. Vale. Sí, mira, pues aquí sigue habiendo Constantine, son dos personas distintas, tío, está claro. Ahora ya lo tengo claro. Nada, pues voy a liberar a Constantine primero. Pues sí.
Sir, you still haven't found your cousin. As you well know, we cannot leave without him.
Have no fear. I will bring him back in time to make our scheduled departure. Is everything ready?
My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship.
Son dos distintos,
I
joder.
have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Muy bien.
Be back soon, Captain.
Ahora sí subí de nivel. Ahora sí subí de nivel. ¿Cómo pollas entra aquí? Mal. ¿No es aquí? Vale. Aquí abajo. Oh, oh.
It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up soon. To my house!
Ay, fallé, tío.
To the others!
Bueno, un poco hay que enfadarse. Genial. A la saca. Qué sigiloso, vale, ¿eh? Triple. No creo que esté la celda arriba, pero bueno. Claro. No, las llaves, vale. Ya tenía una, pero bueno, ahora tengo dos. Pues sí está aquí, la...
this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress. Constantine, it's me! My dear cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fights.
Ya encontramos al primo.
We're departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know
I
what he
am.
thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Vaya, un primo especial, ¿eh?
If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, good cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt,
Claro.
let's give them their money's worth.
Joder.
There's no one left to pay, Your Highness. The brave Kurt and
Ya
your
está.
cousin have already settled the books.
Really now? What a shame. I would have loved to have seen that. We've nothing left to do then than to board our ship. An adventure awaits
Este tiene
us
el
at the end
mejor
of the street.
armadura. Y yo... Pues nada, porque no puedo yo también. No, esta es mejor. Mira. Muy bien. Vaya banda de piratas, ¿eh? Perfecto. Hala. Vamos aquí. ¿Qué había mirado? Sí, estaba la llave. Vamos. Vámonos de este tugurio. Vale, quiero levantar por la fuerza. Saquear. Genial. Solucionado el misterio del primo secuestrado. Vale, genial. Esto listo. Entonces, solo nos quedaría... Esto, avisar a... Así que nada, pues vamos a avisar. Oye, papá, que nos vamos, que nos vamos. Quites. No, aparentemente no. Solo queda la principal. Que no sé cuántos pasos más tendrá. Mira esto.
Your Excellency, Lord de Sade. I have been
Lord
told that
de
you are named
Sade.
legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm
yogurín.
certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame.
Mira este con su alambique haciendo sustancias prohibidas. Espirituosas.
Pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A
¿Ves?
charlatan passing himself off
Ya me
as
está
a
sacando todas las secundarias. este señor.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well.
Voy a esperar a subir de nivel un poco más adelante. A que conozca, a que echen falta alguna habilidad o algo.
He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Vamos a ver.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors, but our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
Yes.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tirfredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered
me acabo de acordar que esto tiene guardado rápido, tío. No guardé.
Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Ptolemy?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tirfredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Ptolemy has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
Vaya por eso.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
Charlie. Ay, no deja subir arriba. Vaya listo que es este señor. Para que no le marches con la... con el mondongo. Vale, pues nada. Voy a hablar ya con el otro, porque me tiene que dar otra misión. Las dos, porque si no...
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I
Parece Richelieu, un cardenal de
I've
esta.
come to inform you that my
Los
cousin
mosqueteros.
Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you. And your
Madre
cousin
Cardenal,
in the
¿qué será eso?
future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you,
Vaya.
I was hoping to
Misión
solicit
secundaria.
your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it. And
Tell me
perhaps
more.
I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has
Vaya.
found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. Could you tell me anything about Ptolemy?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Ptolemy are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
What's your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Ptolemy, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints: that heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
How is Ptolemy faring on Tirfredi?
We built a marvelous city, San Matthias, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult, disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front, without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tifredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Pues
I
nada.
must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, Desade.
The light, by the force. Vale. Hay que maltar este hombre. Vale, entonces aquí ya se podría elevar anclas. Pero lo primero que voy a hacer es encontrar aquí al charlatán. Hasta que lo parió, Por los choques con la gente. ¡Uy! Ay, qué susto, pensaba que era saqueable y no. Mira, el charlatán.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything.
Sí, la cara esa que me lleva, esa no la cura. Ni la cirugía.
Of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. Then, as you see, I am still
así, no se movió el pavo.
Come on now, I swear you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Me da palizas que les caen. Son 3, tío. Poderío. Monedicas de oro. Monedicas de oro. Antídoto del charlatán. Los rufianes que andan por los callejones. No hay nada, Bueno. Pues nada sea.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Casi.
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find
Madre mía, el viejo echó a correr y...
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
No.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Boy. El hijo puta anda por ahí, no sé dónde. Sí, pero arriba. Vale. Coco.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres.
A la cárcel,
I left the city while there was still time.
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you're an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I was unfortunate enough to oppose certain great minds at the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
I'm sorry, but I don't trust you. I'm going to deliver you to Dr. Sahin.
Sir, I beg you to spare me.
I've heard enough. You're under arrest.
How unjust.
Ahora mira, hay un viaje rápido, tío. Genial. No sé cómo salió solo.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the coin guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He is hiding in a room in the Coin Guard Tavern.
Why didn't you have him arrested?
Angry citizens have gathered round the building. They have sworn to avenge themselves after discovering his fraud. I decided it better to avoid the mob. But if you wish to capture him alive, I advise you hurry.
Governor Buren will be happy to learn that a legate with great assiduity will soon be joining the island of Tir-Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest present for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Misterioso. Vale. Pues nada. Ahora vamos al puerto. ¿Puedo ir por aquí? Hola.
Sir?
No, no.
Constantine Dorsey, future governor of
Me confundí, tío.
I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
No sé yo si está bueno.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Teleme has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Uy, es malvado.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a
A ver, ¿dónde
captain,
está el
like
contrabandista ese de los
yourself.
cojones?
And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Easy. Ya lo hice una vez, lo hago dos. No pasa nada.
You cannot pass. Only the Nords have access to the prison.
Ay, vale. Que quite la cosa náutica esa, la ropa. Esta. Ahora puedo pasar, ¿ves? Un crack.
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no Nord. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nords get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right? Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Puedo estar aquí. Ah, no, mira, ya está. Genial. Pues nada, directos. Miraos aquí, qué guapos. Estáis detenidos, chavales.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Teleme so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true.
We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Veamos.
Tell me more about your research. What about
Sí.
it is so horrifying that
A ver,
it
que me
provokes
cuenten
such
su
a
historia.
fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Teleme after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look
¿Qué
at
es
the
eso de
original
Tirfadi?
text.
Ya me tienen
We
ascuas.
wanted to verify
Ruinas
if
lo
this
están.
island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of.
A una isla, parece.
The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand
my God.
now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Mi madre. A ver. O como haría antes para salirme el viaje rápido ese. Me cago en la leche. Ya lo buscaré. No tiene mucho sentido tampoco. Dónde salió, pero bueno.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
Ya más o menos me conozco este mapa.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Matthias, the founder of the mythical Teleme, And it seems that this is not to
Ya,
the
eso sí.
liking of the illuminated, or at
Normal.
least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
Genial.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye.
Goodbye,
We
chat.
owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
Ah, mira, ya vinieron
It
ellos.
was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Farewell.
You have
Monedas.
a kind
Bueno,
heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only
pobrecicos.
one with a tender.
Ah, bueno, hay que informar al de... ¿Qué diremos? Que los matamos. A ver qué opción está. Es que da opciones.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
Bueno, por lo menos no me...
I must be going.
No me dé puntos
Farewell,
negativos,
Excellency.
Qué
May
reputación.
the light guide you,
Vale.
Sade.
Pasado. Pasado. Vale, tengo puntos ahí para poner, pero ya os dije que no. Voy a esperar. Pues nada, toca pirarse de aquí. No tardaré mucho en cortar ya, pero no quiero ahora liarme en otro mapa. Ya como se dice, exploré todo esto y saqué todas las... Parece un buen punto para cortar. Y quiero llegar a la próxima ubicación. Sí. A ver, voy a hablar con este señor de aquí.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My dear cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important...
Ese no sé por qué me da que va a tener diálogos o sea, ridículos, pero comedia.
It is the salt of life.
Ay.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
Nada.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Mentira. A verlo. Ah, sí. Cago en la hostia. No me he dado cuenta que me quedaba una. ¿Dónde cojones? Habla con el guardamaestre de Keo. Pero. Con el contramaestre del cuartel de la Guardia de la Moneda en Nueva Serene. Ah, vale, vale. Nada, es que aquí hay que viajar. Vale. Nada, nada.
Sir,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon.
Vale.
Permission to board the ship. We are ready.
Certainly. But keep in mind that we'll be at sea for several months.
Me cago en la
If
puta.
you have any farewells to make or any final business to put into order, now is the time.
Meses.
No, my house is in order. We are ready to embark.
Perfect. Follow me.
I am so eager to discover Tir Freddy. My isle. My new city.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long. I've been told the trip lasts months.
And they say the place is full of gigantic creatures, as big as buildings.
Monstruos.
Right. I heard a rumor the Nauts even brought one
Esto no lo vi antes. Nuevo fregato.
About that, the Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
Mira.
The beast is awoken!
Those conniving, pista-stilling, bridge-building liars. The creature was supposed to be out for days.
Meca, la criatura que llevan. Meca,
What
meca.
the hell manner of cargo are you transporting?
Help! We need ropes! We must contain it!
Bajo del barco.
Let's lend them a hand.
Watch out! Take a step back, sir!
Bueno, vaya suerte, anda.
Cut! Captain! Keep my cousin safe!
Ah, no, no lo mato. Me cago en su padre. Hostia, tú. Hostia, matóme, tú. Joder. Pero si todavía no está. Pero si todavía está mirando a ver qué hacer. A ver cómo es que botón apretar. Su puta madre.
So eager to
Me
discover
cago en la mano.
Tir Freddy.
Vale.
My isle.
Voy a ir yo primero.
You'll need to arm yourself with patience. The voyage will be long.
Espérate, porque voy a intentar. A ver. Acciones. Técnicas. ¿Qué es esto? Poción de salud, ya no lo tengo. Antídoto, poción de equilibrio. Furia, de furia mayor. Es que no sé lo que son estos. La verdad, tendría que mirarlo en el... Aquí.
And they say the place is full of gigantic
Y...
creatures, as big as buildings.
¿Dónde es esto? ¿Dónde es
I heard
esto?
a rumor the Nauts even brought one back in one of
Aquí.
their ships.
Sí.
I doubt that. The Nauts are strange, but they're not idiots.
Vale. ¿Ves? No veo. Bueno, no pasa nada, veo. Voy a guardar aquí. Vamos a tener... ¿Y eso que pone ahí 14? El 0, vale. El 0. La trampa de no sé qué pollas es esa trampa, ¿ves? Trampa de daño elemental. Vale. 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 Ya veo cómo va. Vamos a... ¿Le hace daño? Algo de daño le hace, pero poco. Voy a poner más break. Putas. puta madre, ¿qué me hizo? Está como jodido, ¿no? De la vida. Me dieron la vida las trampas esas. Vale con el niño, chaval. Chupa mi colt. Buena, buena.
Greenblood, how do you fare?
Fine, fine. It is dead.
Are you wounded?
Genial.
I'm well. Your lessons have proven effective.
I've never seen a beast this size.
Qué
It's
joya.
quite extraordinary.
Cousin, what a fight. You were illustrious.
I'm not of the same mind. I had the feeling it was already weakened.
Claro.
I did nothing more than finish it off.
Your humility remains a constant. But believe me, that battle was absolutely epic.
Vale, arrojado. Vale. Ah, se puede reiniciar el personaje. Cosa que entonces... Más de fuego, ¿eh? ¿Cuántos tengo? 3. Joder, vaya crack, chaval, este. De trampas rápidas. ¿Esto qué es? Vale. Sí. Voy a poner los que son naturales de mi clase. De momento. Y había otra cosa más, ¿no? Por ahí creo. Esto. Ah, aquí. Habilidades, atributos y talento. ¿Qué es? Carisma, vigor, artesanía, ciencia. Es que no sé eso que me interesa. La verdad que lo de fabricar me da un poco por el culo. Ah, mira, cabrón. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Por qué no me deja? Ah, coño, porque no tengo, joder. Estoy leyendo al revés, es esto lo que tengo, atributo. Vale. Agilidad. Fuerza. Acción. Los hechizos. Vale. Mira, no tarde tanto en subir de nivel, ya más o menos. Vale, ahora que como subo al puto barco. ¿Qué pasa? Que no era este el barco, ¿no? ¿O qué? Parece.
Gentlemen,
Your cousin's enthusiasm is most impressive.
This journey is his long-awaited chance to prove his worth. He is a demanding father.
more likely he's just happy to be free of this hornet's nest.
I definitely know I am. That's certain.
Stations, lads! Weigh anchor and ready for to wear! Lively now, lively! Catch me a wind!
Pues muy bien. Vale. El Kraken. Ahí va, se subieron el carajo. O sea, que el juego empieza aquí, realmente. Otro era un tutorial.
Gentlemen, I am Constantine of House Orsay, your new governor. I have no idea what sort of ceremony you've prepared for my arrival, but I would gladly skip it, so... indeed, these are rather peculiar customs. I see, it seems you are quite intent on serving me a drink. Hello? Cat got your tongue, gentlemen? Would it be those annoying beaks?
I am truly sorry. These doctors should have shown a greater measure of courtesy. Thank you, dear doctors. Move along. Don't trouble the Nords. Pay no attention to them. Instead, just drink. The long voyages at sea require the appropriate treatment as soon as we land. According to our scientists, without fortifiers, you might catch your death, and that would be quite regrettable.
I should have chosen death. This concoction is liquid torture.
I would think that they would have warned you on the ship.
Not in the slightest. And you must be Lady Morange, my predecessor.
You are correct.
There you are! To your health. Aha! You got your dose of bile too. Allow me to present to you Lady Morange, and to you, my dear lady, my most trusted cousin. Where is the captain? He seems to be preoccupied with some sort of admiral. Indeed.
Esos son como marinos ahí, como... Sí, como marinos.
Lead me to the palace, I beg you. And, whenever possible,
El gremio de marineros, vaya.
the intriguing alleyways. I am dying with impatience to discover this new city. My city!
Your Excellence! We must wait for our escort!
No need. Have no fear, for I am here to defend you, my lady.
I've been
Menudo paja brava.
How so?
My admiral laid me off.
My cousin was nonetheless delighted with your services. I hope there was no misunderstanding.
None, I'm sure of it. She just ordered me to give you any assistance you might need.
This request doesn't seem to please you.
Don't take offense, but it's not pleasant for a captain to abandon his ship. In any case, here I am at your service for a while.
Ok. Tell me more. A ver. Eso es como yo. Nada. Queden por culo. De momento me quedo... A ver. Ah, vale, que no voy con el carro. El otro se quedó aquí a ser el... Nada, soy idiota. Está todo correcto. ¿Qué pasa, oh? Vale, pues nada, eso una cosa que te voy a enseñar. A ver esto cómo es. Vale, tenemos el plano este, pero tenemos el otro mapa. Mira, tío. Estamos aquí. Todo el bosque que hay por aquí. Bueno, parecía más grande, porque ciudades no parece haber, ¿eh? No lo entiendo, ¿será que es un DLC o algo? Pues está Serene, esta es Nueva Serene, y aquí todo esto no veo yo que haya más ciudades. Y es la... Ah, vale, es la isla de Tirfadi, ya sabes lo que es. Vale, vale. Genial. Pues no sé. Ya veremos. Bueno, señores, Cucarchín, voy a dejarlo aquí ya. No quiero liarme más. Es tarde. Ya, en otro momento le meto otro quite. Así que nada, gracias por la visitilla. Nos vemos nada, en otro momento, ¿vale? Que vaya bien y vayan contigo. Chao. Chaito, chaito.